Warning: the following contains adult themes and harsh language that may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
In this world, wondrous creatures, dragons, and wizards all seek to live in balance. Spellcasters from across the lands venture to join magical guilds, mastering all forms of sorcery. Divinish Magia, Grimshade, the Protectors Guild, and more all seek to offer a home to those in need. These guilds compete again in the Grand Magic Games to become the paramount wizarding establishment. After an evil Grand Master sought to take over the city of Atlantide, heroes of the four guilds joined together to defeat him, and cast all evil wizards from the realm, banishing the darkness for now. Welcome to Fairy Tale Origins.
Hey Alamos, aren't you gonna take that disc thing off? I thought you were planning on getting serious.
Oh yes, of course. Always training to the final seconds, I suppose. One of you might want to dodge this.
Okay, Alamos. That was just bad taste.
Now then, shall we get this thing started? You ready?
I've been waiting for an opportunity to clobber you ever since we got back to Atlantide. My fists have been shaking for a good fight. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited.
The exhibition match between Viper and Alamos. On your mark, fight!
Very bold of you, my dear sir, but no weapons this time around.
Poison Dragon, Widow's Fangs! This is getting frustrating. Why can't I hit you?
Those eyes not doing very good now, are they? You think you could beat me just by smell? Leo style, Dragon Claw!
I knew you'd be a tough fight, but already this much of a disadvantage?
Come, Viper. There's gotta be more in the tank than that.
Whoa, Alamos is truly amazing.
One celestial move and I'm already in love!
I wouldn't count Viper out at all just yet.
What do you mean by that?
Viper hasn't been using his eyes yet, only fighting through his other four senses. The moment he activates Jasper, however, this is going to be a completely different fight.
Jasper?
Didn't think I'd have to use him so soon. But if I have to get an edge, then so be it. Jasper, come on out.
Right away, Master. Just remember your magic consumption, though. Using me for too long is draining on...
Shut up, I know, but we gotta do this.
Understood, Master.
The fight begins now, Alamos. I could smack that smug look you're giving right off your face.
Well, are you coming or not? Show me I didn't make a mistake of making you second in command.
See? I told you not to take me so lightly.
Agreed. I should have taken you a little bit more seriously from the start. But even you aren't prepared for this. Gemini style!
Gah! What was that just now? Did you just summon Pat?
Yep, it's me, your buddy O'Connor. Now normally I'd be super against doing this kind of thing for Alamos' sake, but getting a chance to fight you, Viper, I could definitely sign up for that one.
Well, you two done chatting? Let's show everybody what we can do, my boy.
Sure, whatever. Beats being trapped in my body and all. Let's freaking do this thing, Alamos.
Did he just use Gemini to summon Pat instead? My word, that's genius!
It's not just that. This was genius. Even if Pat isn't able to use his magic fully, the two of them have been training that body up like crazy this past year.
Exactly. Alamos can't summon other spirits when Gemini is active. That doesn't mean the two of them together aren't a fearsome duo.
Poison dragon? Toxic blowpipe!
Ugh, how did you know I was coming from behind?
Jasper, you forgot he's my eyes. Whatever he can see, I can see. And he's not glued to the front of my face. I can see everything around me.
Well, sorry, Pat, my boy, but this isn't gonna work how I imagined. Come back for now. Very clever, Viper. Very, very clever. As what I suspected from my second in command. But I can already tell exactly how to counter this one, and this will be the final blow.
In your dreams, I'm just getting started.
You asked for it. Aries style! Virgo style!
Damn it! Where did he go?
Where did Master Alamos go?
Yeah, he was there a second ago. Do you think he went invisible?
Not exactly. It's true, none of us can see him right now. But can you feel that? That rumble?
Wait, right after Master Alamos casted Aries, he casted another spirit, Virgo. And that spirit has the ability to...
dig tunnels from below. Ah!
Scorpio style! Sagittarius style! Libra style! And for the final act, Leo style, Dragon Talon!
That was absolutely amazing. I've never seen such celestial magic performed so perfectly.
And you see why he calls himself one of the strongest in Atlantide.
Wow.
Well now, I hope that was a good enough lesson for you, Viper. Can we call this a match now? We have reservations at a really nice restaurant near here. I would prefer not being late. I hope you learned your place, Viper. I hope you learned your place, Viper. I hope you learned your place, Viper.
You are a criminal. You will always be a criminal. You're a murderer. You never belong here. You're a murderer. Nothing you do will ever make us trust you. Leave this land and never come back.
You belong behind bars. You don't deserve a second chance. You belong behind bars. You don't even deserve a second chance.
I hope you learn your place.
Enough! I'm so sick and tired of people talking down to me, telling me how I have to reform myself to what they want, what they desire. I know myself. I know what I need to do in order to change, but no one gives a damn. No one. All they ever view me as is a mistake, a killer. They view me as someone who can never change. Well, if that's how everyone sees me, then I'll gladly play that part. You want to see me evil? Then I'll show you evil, damn it.
What's going on?
I recognized this power before, but nothing like this!
What is he doing?
That, my dears, is when this fight actually begins.
So is this what you wanted, huh, Alamos? Me going 100% against you? What's with the silent treatment? Where's that smirk you were always giving me? Nothing to show? Are you finally seeing me as a challenge to you now? Well, today is that day, Alamos. Today is the day I finally beat you. Widow's Fangs! Gotcha! Dirty fireworks!
What's with this damn technique, Viper? I can't see a damn thing! Aquarius style!
Dragon Slayer's secret art.
Celestial Dragon?
King Cobra's roar!
Roar!
This is it, Alamos! This is where I finally beat you! You're finished! What the? Ah! What just happened?
That was fun, huh? Come, everyone. It's time for dinner.
Just what are you, Alamos?
Should be around here. There must be our guy. Oh, excuse me, good sir. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, if it isn't the infamous Nix.
Oh, you've heard of me. I'm charmed.
Heard of you? Why do you find that to be surprising? I'm the reason why you're here. Not here in Atlanta, I don't mean here in this specific spot.
I guess it's not so surprised that you caught on this the second I found this.
Bro, it's a spy lacrima. I could see everything. I saw you take it.
Yeah, but who's to say I didn't want you to see that? After all, you seem like a upstate guy. By the way, you can have it back.
Thank you.
So, what brings you to Atlanta, Mr. Abraham?
Oh, business. Atlantide is the city of dreams, city of angels, city of magic.
And although with full of cracks to do business opportunities, am I right?
What do you mean cracks? I'm offended, I'm wounded, sir, about the implications.
Oh, do forgive me, but I've just, some stories here and there.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Considering that form is new to me, I'd say that you've lived for quite longer than what you've told the protectors, eh?
Just a smidge.
You're bound to have heard something about my travels. I've not been keeping quiet, really.
I've heard a story here and there. There's a suspicions here and there, Oh, but it is nice to finally meet you, Mr. Abraham. I must say, I'm quite a fan of your work.
Wow. If this isn't deja vu.
Oh?
Sorry, I've just been meeting a... Well, I would say hero, but no, not quite. Someone I'm interested in. Met him quite a while ago, and I told him I was a fan.
Huh. What you know about that?
Yeah.
Regardless, you already figured out more. I'm wondering, what else do you know about me?
Well, there is one thing that I'm wondering about, so you mind if I,
Ugh. Kind of staticky, but tickles a bit.
Yeah, that checks out. Water mage my ass.
Bravo, you figured that out too.
It wasn't that difficult, I just needed to be 100% sure. I mean, it's not any water magic I've seen before.
Yeah, I just really know how to put word on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. Funny.
And again, I've also heard all your stories about you, but I think that's best for an audience to get to know before anything else.
Well, that audience may take a while, but, what are you implying, good sir?
Oh, nothing. Regardless, anyway, I must say, you've been busy. That's quite a lot of merchandise you've got back there.
Yeah, just waiting on my goons to take it to different locations.
Hope you find that one of the goons might be late. They kind of try to, get a little sword happy.
I don't think that was one of mine. None of my goons are active at the minute. You
who
may
cares
have just
then?
killed someone who's completely random.
Who cares? What's
Anyway.
one more dead guy? So, I'm just here to also offer you something, Mr. Abraham, if you're willing to listen to my proposal.
An offer. I'm interested. What might you have that I'd be interested in?
Information. Awful.
Information, eh?
I mean, you wouldn't put those spylacrimas up in the guilds without trying to gather some. Am I
I'm just
right?
trying to figure out what you'd know that I already don't. As you said, I've got spylacrimas all over.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. But would you like to know some more personal stuff, maybe?
Something a bit more personal, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Now
Such as, let's say, love interest, favorite hobbies, eating habits, heck, even maybe small weak points.
Alright, Mr. Nix. You've piqued my interest. What would you want in return for this information?
Of course, by your valid judgment, but if I do so require in the future, for the information I give you, you supply me with some of your goodies.
You are aware of what my goodies are, right?
All the more reason why I would be interest for me to acquire some.
Right. Well, can't say I can guarantee you any of them, because they've already got purposes. But if you let me know later down the line what kind of lacrima you're interested in, then I'm sure I can squeeze a couple here.
Oh, do not worry, but I'm surprised at your calm after all. You're literally making a deal with the devil.
Yep. And I gotta say that devil is well, he's not as dumb as he lets on. But he's also not as smart as he lets on. I mean, hey, you're out here in the open, in your demon form, with that fancy little guild mark shining bright on your chest.
Exactly. Why do you think I have it in the first place?
Well, it's quite obvious why, but do tell.
You know, if the people were to discover me here, why not make things a bit more difficult for them, you know? I'm well aware of what's going on over there.
Right.
Regardless, I think we can I think we both can benefit from each other with this business deal. What do you say?
Nix, I'd say you've got yourself a deal.
Fantastic. Now, how about we go onto your board and talk business?
Follow me. Well then, Eden.
Yes, Abraham.
I think it's high time that I come to you with a little bit of news.
Little report. I guess
Yeah.
it is due.
That Michael fella that you told me about. He's,
Yes.
well, I'd say he's been taken care of, but he's still alive, so, because information.
Please go into more detail. I do love hearing this.
Well, he thought he was being sneaky, as he tends to do. Turns out, that lacrima you gave me worked a charm.
Of course it does.
Slapped him right off his magic, put some magic chains on him, couldn't move a fucking muscle.
And that's just how I envisioned it to be. I'm glad you had zero problem with him.
Oh.
I had my doubts, but I knew you'd come through.
Indeed. He was,
Although I am quite a enigmatic person, but in the end, I do see a lot of good in you.
Well, thank you. But, that Michael character, he didn't want to give up too much information that easily.
No, of course not.
No. So, I had to resort to some other methods, and, well, safe to say is, I'll be hearing every word that comes out of his mouth now.
Constant surveillance it is.
Managed to squeeze a, surveillance lacrima in him.
Oh! Where did you manage to do that?
I think something's best be left unspoken.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I won't go into that then. But yes.
Yes.
It's quite a lovely place you have.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's not mine.
Architecture is very grand and inspiring, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say the same for your place, but I can't see anything.
Oh, well, as it is. Well, maybe I'll invite you for tea next time. It's just a little bit of remodeling's going on right now, so.
Fair enough. So, he did, eventually manage to spill the beans, though. After that fun time we had together. Turns out, there's a total of, 1, 2, 3 Godslayers in Atlantide. We already know about Lofo and Michael. The last one is in Divinus Magia.
Oh, that guild. Wonderful. The one I nearly destroyed. Oh, but yes. It, seems to be... It's come to my attention that Divinus Magia actually has something that I want. So, I'd say it's best to leave them for last. You know. Have to leave it up to theatrics, am I right?
I guess
Gotta
so.
make it as grandiose as possible.
I'm sure we can just steal the Godslayer away anyway, but...
Yes. No, the Godslayer won't be a problem. I can already tell you that.
Good, good. Excellent. Well, in other news then, there's another party that's interested in our dealings.
Another party?
A demon who goes by the name of Nix.
Scan Nix. I will admit I have heard the name.
Yeah.
Something
He
under my
was,
radar.
he used to be a part of the Devil's Tongue Guild.
Oh, the Devil's Tongue.
Yeah.
I've met some of them. They're rather nice, actually. You should, get to know some of them. They're very, very welcoming.
I'll pass on that. But he is interested in the lacrima that I've been shipping in. And, in return, he's going to give us some information. More specifically about the Protectors, as that's where he's staying.
So he is in one of the guilds right now.
He is.
Infiltration. Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So, I'll have to keep an eye out on him. What Lacrima he wants.
Yes.
Other than that, not much to it. Grand Magic Games are starting up sometime soon.
Grand Magic Games. Oh, a place for people to flaunt their magic.
Indeed. Hopefully I'll get to see that God Slayer in action. The Divinus Magia one.
It is a good place to gather information, as it was last year.
Of course.
But, yes. And we'll be able to formulate a plan to officially take down the hierarchy of Atlantide.
Indeed. Dumbass guild leaders don't even know where to start with their own council.
Yes. It's very regretful. They're all run by buffoons.
You'd think they'd be smarter since they run guilds, but clearly not.
Micromanaging doesn't seem to be their thing.
Clearly.
Seeing the bigger picture is very much an issue. Like how they are affecting everyone in the city.
I don't seem to pay attention. I snuck a Lacrima into their gaudy tower. Listened in on a couple of their meetings.
Well, let me guess. They were very, very centric towards themselves and not towards the rest of the city.
Indeed. All they cared about was the Grand Magic Games, reinstating Grimshade, and introducing La Carnival.
All guilds that need to be reformed or replaced, one of the two. They all need to, go under a bit of metamorphosis. Different branch.
I don't really care what happens to them as long as they...
Let me put it in your words, die in a fucking hole.
Turns out you know me better than I thought.
I'm just paraphrasing from you. I've learned a bit. I never used those words before, but now here they are.
Quite empowering, isn't it?
Oh yes, yes. I can just feel the testosterone racing through me.
You're a laugh. No.
Well, I tend to be a bit of a jovial person when I'm in a good mood. So yes. But we have a lot of work to do, don't we?
Well, we do. I'll let you get back to wherever you are. And in the meantime...
Oh, in my remote castle. Yes, don't worry about that. I will let you see it soon. It's just going under a little bit of change. Don't worry. I'll have you up for tea. Do you care for tea? I don't know what you'd like to drink. I don't really know.
I'll drink whatever it is, and unless it's piss.
Unless it's piss. Gotcha. No piss. Let me just put that on the itinerary. No piss. It's a joke. No itinerary. There's no plans for that yet.
Funny. I'm gonna get going then. This line's always open in case you ever need me. In the meantime.
Oh, and also, yes, you can also page me whenever you feel like it. I'm open for conversation.
Of course.
As long as it's work related or, just checking in.